I was going to ask, you mentioned that recently in your district, there was a big Trump push until recently. And that brings to mind your opponent, Kat Cammack. I just was wondering, does she kind of brand herself as a more Trumpian Republican, or has she been one of the Republicans that's kind of trying to distance herself from the president, kind of seeing, reading the tea leaves, Can you just contrast yourself a little bit with your opponent in case anyone's watching that hasn't made up their mind or maybe doesn't quite know what to think of your policy?
Yeah, so well, there's a couple parts to this that are fascinating. Number one, if you haven't seen the things that we've been putting out, the videos, I would go watch those. They are phenomenal. We proved that she made up her entire life story, including growing up on a cattle ranch. We proved that she was not bankrupted by Obama. She lied about that. She actually kind of bankrupted herself. She had $350,000 in debt and went on a 108-day cruise. She lied about being homeless. That was interesting. She was fired by Ted Yoho, who is the current congressman, and was demoted and shipped back to Gainesville, Florida. And for some reason, after this incident, she started getting paid more money than before she was fired as the chief of staff to a consulting firm on staff of Ted Yoho, and also to her husband's lawn mowing company. On top of that, it appears that she got a political favor to get into the Naval War College, despite the fact she had no qualifications to get in. And literally Yoho got her in. But Yoho has refused to endorse her. So something happened. It's pretty bad. And she has been profiting ever since. And we're going to drop the third part, which is basically her charity, which has multiple IRS issues and has been audited before and fined and is probably going to be again and probably dissolved. So those are all just the basic things of like what has been happening in our race. Now, on top of that, there's an ethics complaint that has been filed in Congress alleging that Ted Yoho and Kat Cammack had an affair and that the money is hush money and blackmail. So that has also happened. On top of that, yeah, this is like the most. Like, this race
is, yeah, this is a lot crazier than I was expecting.
So on top of that, Donald Trump has come here 3 times, basically to try to prop her up because he knows if he loses our district, the entire race in Florida is over. He was going to send his son, and his son got coronavirus. Rand Paul has weighed in on our race. That was fun. I enjoyed that one. He went after me on Twitter. It's been a very interesting couple weeks. And so, yeah, it's just, as far as contrasting ourselves with her, well, there's that stuff. But then there's also the fact that, our policy page is flushed out. We actually know what we're talking about. We have plans. We dropped a jobs plan as well. Basically, it had a couple different parts. One, making high-speed rail, doing internet throughout the entire district, all of the counties, setting up small business incubators. So that if you have an idea for a company, you can start it in your own hometown. You don't have to move somewhere else. Expanding the airport so that we can get investors that actually fly in here. We can expand, and those investors can then go to the small business incubators and invest there. And on top of that, getting rid of the phosphate mines and actually creating small carbon farming pilot programs with small family-owned farms. And basically what we found is that this would bring in about 32,000 jobs if we were able to implement all of it. And so, yeah, as far as what we're doing, why we're doing it, who we are, the fact that I have literally not lied in this campaign about who I am has been a complete contrast. And it's, a lot of fun. And we feel good. I really do. Most people have written this place off a long time ago, said it was impossible. And now they're starting to realize, I don't know if you saw the map I just put out on Twitter, but basically in all of Florida, the county that has the highest Democrats versus Republicans who have voted, the highest one in the entire state is Alachua County, Gainesville, Florida. And that is not usual. So that's very exciting. It shows we're actually, like, the work we're doing is going very well. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, there you go.
You see that? You see the one real dark blue one?
Yeah.
That's us.
Wow.
And then the one below it is Marion County, and typically that is heavily Republican. We've been doing a lot of work there, but also State House Rep, who is 23 years old, Cynthia De La Rosa, is running in that area against the minority whip of the Republican Party for the House, for the State House. And in case you can't tell, Democrats are doing pretty okay. So, and then on top of that, Clay County is typically one of those deep, dark red, not anywhere close. And as you can tell, it's actually just a light kind of pinkish. So we're doing good. and the numbers are better than they have probably ever been here in this area. And if we pull this off, oh my God.